hard to see you couldn't find another chick doing it like me.
What up, Blushing Glams? It's your girl Blush, and I'm back with another episode of Glam Chat. I know I suck because this is actually my official first video for 2020. Yeah. 2020 started out being a very eventful year. And as you all might know, it still is pretty eventful. A lot going on. But hopefully you guys are keeping safe and washing your hands and keeping those hands out of your face.
Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus!
But that's another video, that's another topic. Today I actually wanted to come to you guys with a I guess a form of a Boss Babe University video. So as you already know, Boss Babe University is just a series of financial videos. This particular video I would say would fall into a category of kind of like your home ec class, where it teaches you about life, life and finances. And this is actually coming from an article that I read a couple of weeks ago. I actually recorded this video before, and for some reason when I was trying to edit it the first time, it was doing its own thing. So I'm trying again. And yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just read bits and pieces of the article. I'm going to also reference some other posts and a topic that I heard on the radio a couple of weeks ago, and just kind of go from there with this episode. Give you my insights, and also hope that you guys can share your insight. You know that the comment section below is open for topic, as long as you are being respectful to myself and to the YouTube community. So anybody who watches this video is part of the community, so just be respectful of that. Like, commenting, and of course it just couldn't be a video if I didn't ask you to subscribe to my video. So make sure that you're clicking the subscribe button and getting part of the Blushing Glam family. Moving forward, so anyways, this article, I'm going to be using my phone to read off of the article. So this is off of Market Watch, and so the guy, it's titled, "I have $500,000, I own several properties and plan to retire by 40. I'm in love, but my girlfriend just bought a $37,000 Mercedes and says I have enough money for both of us." So I'm going to go ahead and read bits and pieces of the article, parts that I feel like are important to share with you guys. I'm on fire. I'm a 34-year-old from Connecticut, and I've been dating my girlfriend, whom I love, for 2 years. I'm considering getting married, but I have financial concerns. Right there alone, that's just. I've been participating in the FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early movement, since I was 23 years old. I want to be able to retire by the time I'm 40, and hope to do so by earning $80,000 to $100,000 per year. Damn. For a lot of us, that's just unthinkable. Some of us dream to one day be able to even see that much money per year. So this is what he plans to do. I've been buying investment properties and saving aggressively since I joined the FIRE movement. I invested properties that generate $60,000 per year income, about $200,000 in 401k, and another $250,000 in personal investments. I plan on paying off debt and purchasing more properties to reach my income goal by 40. So we're gonna move on a little bit forward. He talks about how he explains to his girlfriend how it's important that she basically is more conscious of her financial goals. He states that she's not bad with money. She only has a car loan as part of her debts. She's a hardworking woman, but she's not a saver. She just started contributing to a retirement account last year, and she's 32. So she has little investments or savings. She also spends money on non-essential items. For example, this $37,000 Mercedes. And he has put in effort to tell her to buy a more practical vehicle, but her response is that because they potentially plan to retire early and he's been doing the savings, that he would have enough savings for the both of them. Now he does plan on having kids with her, so he does plan on marrying her, and this seems to be the bulk of his concern. Now, this actually can go in a lot of ways. So the first thing I'm actually going to talk about is some of the topics I've been seeing on Facebook and even on a episode of the Trick and Trina morning show. So if you're in South Florida and you get a chance to listen to their morning show, make sure you do that. It's pretty entertaining some mornings. But anyway, so the topic was about, pretty much, it sounded like it was about the roles, the financial roles of people in the home. So again, I've seen these topics all over Facebook as well. So a lot of people, preferably women, believe that men are the breadwinner, or should be the breadwinner of the home, and should be the one contributing to most of the bills in the home. Now, I am a bit old-fashioned, so I do believe that the man should be considered the provider. However, although I am old-fashioned in that way of thinking, I am also very aware that we are living in different times. So a lot of women are actually making more money than men. So there's a lot of things that you got to look at. So we'll get into that. A lot of other women are, well, men, some of the men are saying, well, since the women aren't bringing more money home, most women are bringing more money home, then they should be contributing more to the home since they're the ones bringing more money. Again, some women are saying it doesn't matter how much money the woman is bringing, the man should be the provider of the home and should be taking care of the bills, especially things like the mortgage and the rent, and then women should be taking care of the smaller things like, food, electric bills, and things like that. What's your thoughts? Let's just get into that. What are your thoughts? Do you believe that we are still living in a society where men, no matter how much money they make, should be the providers of the home, taking care of the bills of the home, while women are taking care of the smaller things, the kids, food, hygiene things, and things of that sort? Now, my biggest thing, because again, this is Boss University. With Boss University, we're trying to figure out, we want to be financially advanced, I should say. We want to make sure that we're thinking smart when we're doing things, especially when it comes to our finances. Believe it or not, the partner that you pick, if you're not observant, if you're not looking at their spending habits, if you're not looking at what their future is, like how do they plan to work their money, that can make or break your finances. I know you probably read a lot of things online on the internet about how, like with marriages, a lot of times people get into divorce. Yeah, you got infidelity, you got things like that, but a lot of times it's about the fact that some people are messing up the situation because they're financial decisions. And again, if you are looking at what your partner is doing from the time before you guys even move in, before you guys are married, before you guys have kids, because by this time it's probably too late, because it's not going to be easy to get out of a marriage. So you got to be looking at these things before you get into it. Look at their spending habits. Do they plan on savings? Do they care about saving? What kind of savings are they doing? Are they investing their money? Are they more preferred to renting rather than buying? Are they more concerned about what they're wearing rather than taking care of their bills? What kind of bills do they have? Are they adding more bills to themselves than just making sure that they're living within their means? These are all the things, and then some, that you should be looking at before you even get into I feel like a serious relationship with someone, because you may not look at these things, or you may think that they're not important in the beginning. Find yourself in a bad financial situation where you thought this person was financially responsible and you guys can't pay rent. Now you're about to be homeless. Sis, you about to be homeless. So I think, if I can give my opinion to this person who wrote the article, having a sit down with his girlfriend, a serious sit down with his girlfriend, and looking at where her mind is about savings. And if her response continues to be that he's already doing the savings, he's already, you know, in a place where he will be, their money, his money would be able to take care of the both of them. I'm just not sure if that's the smart thing, because anything can happen. You know, how many people get married 2, 3, 4, even 10 years down the line? No one thinks about what kind of health, what kind of medical situations you will have. You know, your partner, you guys may both have great jobs, lots of money in the bank. Life is good.
It's cool, man. Got red bottoms on. Life is good.
In the words of Future, I mean, life is good. And then find yourself where now the household has to depend on one income. But if you guys were saving your money and making sure that your money was working for you instead of you working for your money, you know, maybe things could be a little different. So I feel that he's already probably had like conversations with her about her financial situations. If that's where she stands, maybe he needs to really sit back, since they don't have kids yet, they have not gotten married yet. Yes, he may love this person, but love don't pay the bills. We learned that probably too little too late, a lot of situations, that love don't pay the bills. And it ended up being a bad thing. So he needs to sit down, talk to her, see where her head is at. And if her head is just in the clouds, where she just wants to spend her money, you know, recklessly and then depend on his money, I don't think it's fair to him. And he needs to just reevaluate the situation and see if there's something he feel comfortable continuing to move into. You know, that just goes for anybody. Like I said, I'm old-fashioned. I am old-fashioned, and I do feel that, you know, if you do meet a guy, you want to make sure that that person can be a provider for you. And provider doesn't necessarily always mean financially, but, you know, that he can be a man. He can be the man of the house. But again, we're living in times where I'm working, you're working, I may make more money than you. We just going to have to work out how the bills or how the finances in the home are taken care of. Because sometimes it's not just a matter of bills. You got to look at, you know, who's going to be covering health. Are you going to be on my insurance? Or am I going to be on your insurance? You know, are the kids going to be on my insurance? Are we going to be on a joint insurance? Are we going to be handling our, you know, bank accounts jointly? Are we going to be doing it separately? Taxes. Do you have a business? Do I have a business? Are we both going to have a business? Are we going to allow you to have a business while I just work? Am I going to be a stay-at-home mom? These are all the things that you need to think about before you get into a serious relationship. And, you know, think about these things head on. Could kind of, it to me, I feel can actually help a lot of divorces that's been going on, because had you been more responsible for yourself instead of depending on this person to be responsible for yourself and looking at the situation head on, you know, you could avoid a lot of things. And ladies, just, you know, don't be crazy. Don't be like just on this wave thinking that, yes, because the man he's supposed to be the man of the house, he's supposed to take care of the bills, that you know, you just kind of go off of that and you depend on this. I mean, I'm looking at some people that now they're just in really bad situations financially, or they're just life changed for them, and they depended on their partner solely, and they still do depend on their partner solely, and they look miserable because they have to depend on the decisions that their partners make regarding the finances, because that's how they wanted to think. And now everything that they do, their partner has to approve or deny. So if they want to go on that trip, or if they want to do something with their girlfriends or family, or, you know, with their own separate, like with their family, like your sister, your brothers, your mother, not just the immediate household family. You want to do something with your family, or you want to do something for your family, you can't do it because your spouse says, no, I'm the one controlling the finances. I'm the one that has the money in here. So it's not going down. I mean, this was a quick chit chat. I just wanted to come to you guys and talk some finance, some Boss Babe University things. I do have to get back in the swing of things. I was kind of out of commish because, as you guys already knew from before, I was with my cousin. We were planning her wedding, which was supposed to be on Friday, March 20th. But she's decided to either push back or just have something small because Corona, you know, based from, you know, our president, he's advised that we should not be gathering 50 or more. So she had to postpone. So maybe I'll have a bit more time to come back to you guys and just do a little bit more videos and catch up. Meanwhile, like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Catch up on some videos that you haven't watched yet, because I already have a ton already, you know, in the database. But until we meet again, make sure you guys are being financially responsible, choosing your spouse and partners financially responsibly, and still be trying to get your coins out here. Later.